Could it be Rangers' Saudi transfer nightmare is not one, but two Rangers players linked with Gerrard as El Ettifaq FC. Of course, Gerrard recently took over at them. We've talked about that in one of our transfer roundups this week, and now he looks keen to picking a few of the former players. Not only the Aston Villa ones, he wants these two. But I want to talk about Scott Wright first, because some trolling Twitter account broke this story that Scott Wright is going to... Gerrard wants him, 4 million is the rumoured fee, right? And everyone thinks it's bullshit, including me. But then, like the Daily Record and other, reputable, respectable newspaper outlets take that with a heavy pinch of salt. A big pinch, a pinch that weighs more than what's a 2 litre bottle of Pepsi Max that I've spotted at the corner of my eye. Like, Scott Wright going to Gerrard's wanting, but for 4 million, I don't know. But the fact that these newspapers are actually reporting it, there must be a bit of weight in it to a degree. There's no way they've read that guy's tweets and went, we're going to run with that story. A guy that's a troll. There's no way. There is no way, Jose. Obviously, right, I think we're going to have to wait until like a Fabrizio Romano tweets about something like this. But as for Scott Wright, just to wrap it up, I don't see it happening. But if this team does come in with a £4 million bid to take Scott Wright off our hands, then we have absolutely got to bite their hand off. We have got to take their hand. 4 million for Scott Wright's a good deal. But then again, it is a Saudi club, so you could maybe try and press them for a wee bit more. Maybe we could do that. Gerrard can slip us like an extra 6 million on top of the 4, and I think life would be pretty good. But I'm not really that bothered with Scott. I want Scott Wright to go, obviously. So, but whether or not this is fake or not, I'm not going to cry too much about it, if you catch my drift. But, and there is a big but, the other guy that's linked with a move to Saudi Arabia, and that being James Tavernier. I tell you what, if I see Fabrizio Romano tweeting about that James Tavernier has agreed terms and that he's flew over to Dubai, I will be absolutely fucking terrified, and I'm not saying that lightly, man. Rangers need Tavernier. Like, I don't want to go as far as saying if Rangers lose Tavernier to the Saudi club that the league's done and we haven't even kicked the ball yet, but his goals, man, his contribution is mental, and I know I'm the first person to admit, right, that his defensive work is shite. Like I said in my video earlier, if he was good at defending as he was going forward, he'd be playing at Real Madrid and he'd be in the England team. It's as simple as that. But at the end of the day, that's not really how it works. But for the good news for us right now, there's no mention of James Tavernier or Scott Wright on Fabrizio Romano. And I'm not saying Fabrizio Romano is the only guy he's reporting, but you know what? When Fabrizio Romano says, here we go, you know it's true. Like, he's reported everything, like Dessers, Jota. If you want to move further afield, like he's reporting right now that Saudi clubs are wanting to sign Sadio Mane. He's reporting about Xavi Simons to PSG, all this stuff. It's like legit. And you know what? Fabrizio Romano, love him or hate him, most stuff he talks is the truth. He's not like other people out there, like a Mark Goldbridge, an absolute fud. He got absolutely exposed yesterday. I was debating making a fid on it, but then I went, you know what? I can't really be arsed talking about Mark Goldbridge at the end of the day, so guess we've got to move on for that. But for Tav, man, Rangers have got to keep him. In terms of what they can accept, no less than 20. I think if Rangers would accept a bid for him, it's going to have to be a record breaking fee that's going to put it over 20 million, around 20 million, that sort of region. I know he's 31, but he's pivotal, man. He's crucial to this Rangers team. We cannot afford to lose him. We really can't. So, you know what, guys? That's where I'm going to leave this video today. Rangers, come on. Do the right thing. Do not sell Tavernier. Yeah, but not the weird thing. I can see Rangers selling him for like 8 million, 10 million. Honestly. I can. And who are Rangers possibly going to be bringing in at right back that we're going to be like, nah, you know what? See him, he's did a decent job. There's not a hope in hell. Honestly. I'm looking, you look. I just, who could Rangers bring in at right back, man, to replace Tavernier? There's no one. There's honestly no one. Unless you're going to think about trying to get Nathan Patterson or something back. But then again, the amount of money that they spent on Patterson, there's no way that's happening, guys. So, there you go. Saudi transfer nightmare.